How to make all this sound work. Are we on? Okay. Yeah, so we want to open up the broadcast and welcome our online audience and our online community. I'm not sure why it's squeaking. I don't know if that's it or not. Anyway, our microphone's squeaking a little bit. And so I just want to welcome you to our broadcast on Sunday, August 16th, 2026. I don't know. Could it be my hearing aids?
No. Is there two echoes?
I don't know. Okay, now we're all right. Okay, so thank you for everybody for being here, and thank you to our tech team for getting things fixed and sounding good again. All right, so for the opening prayer for us today, as we welcome the spirit of unconditional love into our time together today, let us settle into our hearts as we listen to the message today from Reverend Lynn, filling and healing whatever needs to be healed as we listen to the message. Let it just open our hearts and create a spirit of gladness. We call upon Spirit to help us see our own truth and to take this opportunity to expand our understanding, allowing us to shine brighter than ever from our authentic expression. Let it be so. Amen. All right, and I welcome Lynn back up here. All right.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning again, and happy Sunday to our online community. We love having you join us on Sundays. Unconditional love, it's such a deep, very deep and interesting subject. I know we have all heard the phrases, you have to love yourself or take care of yourself first, and many other thoughts on that subject. But really, what is unconditional love? Why don't some of us already have it? Were we born with it? These are some of the questions I have had, and maybe you've had them also. And I would like to guide us a little bit today on finding those answers for ourselves, our own answers. I want to start with the fact that men and women address lack of unconditional love differently. It's similar, but it is different. Some reasons men might suffer from lack of unconditional love it sounds something like this: big boys don't cry, or tough it out, and just, what's wrong with you? You're crying. I mean, these are things that men of our generation have had to deal with most all of their lives, and it's hurtful. So many stigmas against men being vulnerable. Being raised in an environment like that can lead many men to actually fear being a burden to their families. Or maybe they base their self-worth on being financially secure or financially stable. And they like to protect their families, which is always good. Personally, I like a man that is vulnerable and in touch with himself. That is very appealing to me. We women have our own issues around this. Girls are taught to be people pleasers at a very, very young age, and to keep the peace and to put others first. Women delay self-approval until every goal is met. Early caregiving and taking on emotional support roles at a young age can move young girls into managing adult problems and disrupting their normal flow of development. Even feeling guilty over taking a rest because self-care has been labeled as selfish and unacceptable in many society situations. And a big one is society's standards about how we look, how tall we are, how short we are, how much we weigh, how we look. There's always a judgment, and it doesn't stop as we get older. I've actually been told lately that I'm too old to wear my hair long. That's from a loving family. And so it just doesn't stop. But hopefully, as we grow and learn, we learn to not accept those criticisms and judgments. It's hard, but it can be done. Were we born with self-love? My research says no. And no, we're not. And I was a little disappointed with those findings through research. And a beautiful, beautiful, glowing newborn baby not having self-love, I found that hard to handle. The reasoning, and it's a scientific reasoning, is that the newborn state is innocence. Innocence before ego. And there's that word we hear so much about, ego, our own ego. Newborns have a lack of separation, and self-love requires a division between the lover and the beloved. A newborn does not see themselves separate, not separate from the world or separate from anyone, because the ego does not yet exist. We are all born with an instinct to survive through love and compassion and connection, preservation, but we're not self-love. Spiritually, it is believed that our foundational worth is an unblemished spark from our Creator, a unique expression, an unblemished spark from our Creator. And we're not supposed to, take a breath here. With all of that and our Creator creating us perfect as we are, we don't need to prove our wealth or our self-worth in any way. But I know we all do. At some times or another in our life, we have to prove ourselves. And that's not fun sometimes. We matter. We matter because we are all unique expressions. And we do not need to prove ourselves through any type of status, societal or familial from your family. But it's not that easy because stuff happens while growing up and trying to find our place in the world. We absorb society rules, external criticisms, and unreasonable expectations from many, many outside sources. Self-love is an emotional trait and value system that we learn. We learn as we grow. And much of this is based on how we were treated as children. We learn what is called a mirrored effect. When we're babies and our parents pick us up to love us, we look through their eyes and see how they see us. We feel how it is when we're being cared for or our needs are being met. That's where the basics of that self-love come from. And how we respond to that. But not all lack of self-love comes from childhood. People can have the most beautiful, loving, and supportive childhood, but then things happen in adulthood. Maybe a job loss. Maybe you or someone you know is ill. It may happen due to the end of a relationship. All these situations and more can really affect us. And of course, our negative self-talk does not help at all. We sometimes tend to blame ourselves for these situations. What did I do wrong? If only I had done this, or if I had done that, maybe it would be different. Or many other self-criticisms. But in reality, things happen that are not always in our control. And we cannot fix them. And that's been hard for me to accept in my life. Very hard lesson. I cannot fix everything. And there goes my ego again. So, telling me I should or I can. Can we learn self-love? Can we learn it? Yes, we can. But often we need additional help outside of ourselves. We can learn to value parts of ourselves first because of a safe partner, a dear friend, or a mentor that values who we are. Someone that can see the unique beauty that you are and loves you just for you. Someone that sees your talent, loves your voice, understands who you are at your core. And this is as true for men as it is for women. If someone truly, truly loves you, they don't say, I will love you when, or I will love you if. They just love you. They love you for you. And when they can see you, that helps you see you. And it's pretty wonderful to have that in your life. So what can we do to bring self-love back to us? What about self-talk? What we think and say to ourselves. Would we speak to someone the way we speak to ourselves? Things that rattle around in your head about you? I don't think so. Probably or almost definitely not. We wouldn't speak to anyone we love the way we speak to ourselves. Pay attention to what you say to yourself. It really matters. It really matters. Speak to yourself like you are speaking to someone sacred and holy, because you are. Every one of you are. About 3,000 years ago, Buddha said, you, yourself, as much as anybody in the universe deserves your love. You yourself, as much as anyone in the universe, deserves your love. Excuse me. Even the spiritual masters have been guiding us for over 3,000 years to love ourselves, and we still struggle with it. I know I do. Maybe you don't, but I do. And whatever words we utter should be chosen with extreme care, because they matter, whether we're saying them to ourselves or whether we say to someone else. Your words matter. Start listening to your mind and your body and your soul. All these parts of you will let you know if you are in a good place for you. If your body is feeling drained, who or what is going on around you that is draining your energy? Start listening. What is happening? Are you being in an uplifted environment as much as possible? Are you being around joyful people as much as possible? Are you eating food that is good for you and good for your body? And are you resting when your body tells you to do so? We can set boundaries by not taking on more than we can handle. If you're being asked to do something and you're tired, you can say, not now, but I'll help later. In your head, I need to take care of myself. And do not feel guilty about saying, I cannot do it right now. Be grateful, be confident, because you are protecting your personal energy and maintaining your peace. And that's a beautiful thing to do. The more you say, not now, but later, the easier it does get. So try that. I have read that discipline is the highest form of self-love. It shows that we care. We care for ourselves, about our peace of mind. It proves to us that we are worthy. And maintaining a daily practice of self-love is not only caring for you now, but it is caring for your future self. And that's huge. Having a daily practice of self-love as adults is sometimes challenging. We all have many responsibilities, but try to implement one small step at a time. Maybe it's taking a nap, or making a list of enjoyable things that you've always wanted to do and then do them. I always used to think I raised 4 children, and they were wonderful, but it was challenging. And I used to think I just worked. All I did was work. I'll never get finished with the work because the housework's always there. The laundry's it's always there, and it never goes away. It's like a creature of its own self. And one day, instead of looking at what I didn't do, I looked at what I did accomplish during the day, and I wrote it down from the time I got up in the morning till the time I went to bed. And boy, oh boy, did I do a lot that day. And no wonder I was tired. I had a reason to be tired. And I scared myself. I decided right then, that was when I decided that I was going to take more time with my children. Maybe play with them more after dinner, or read to them, or take them to the park and stay longer, or even read a book for myself. Oh, if the thought, if the time ever came for that. But the dishes would always be there. But my children would grow up and I would be older, and those memories are beautiful. And dinner dishes or paper plates, but spend the time with the people you love, and that gives you love. Women can exhibit unconditional self-love by the practice of deeply accepting themselves without limits, without rules, without conditions. It means that your self-worth does not depend on your mistakes, your looks, or your moods. You treat yourself with kindness, even when you are tired and even when you make a mistake, and especially when you are feeling sad. So what does masculine unconditional love look like? In many instances, it is the steady practice of honoring their core worth, flaws, and boundaries without needing external applause in any way. Unconditional self-love can shift a man away from toxic ego and the defense or harsh self-criticism, and it anchors him deeply, deeply in security, calm accountability, and personal healthy power. Men and women are so different, but I think it all comes down to the same thing. It's taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and then you could love others. But even on an airplane, they say put the mask on your face before you put it on other people so that you have the strength to put it on other people. So if we love and care for ourselves, we have a lot more to offer. According to Anita, and I hope I'm saying this right, Murjani, an author, and she has written many books. One is called, or titled, Dying to Be Me, and she has had a near-death experience, and she also learned a great deal while she was in a coma. And she says that the spiritual return to yourself is a journey of spiritual maturity and self-love. It is rarely about maintaining what we had at birth. Instead, it is unlearning the shame and fear that we have accumulated over time. It is returning to our original innocence with conscious appreciation of who we are. We are all creating our future lives daily. Every day we are creating the next day, or that afternoon even. So may we awaken to find what we need to love ourselves unconditionally, more and more, and for the best life possible. I would like to lead you or guide you in a little bit of a different meditation this morning. This will be an affirmation, a meditation for self-love affirmations. I hope everyone at home will join in with this. And during this meditation, I'd like you to try to keep a smile on your face at all times, at least when you're breathing in, because that smile on your face changes the chemicals in your body. It just does this amazing assistance while you're meditating. So let's put a smile on our faces. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Place your hands, palms up on your lap if you prefer to receive, palms up to receive energy. Now breathe in deeply through your nose. And slowly, slowly release your breath through pursed lips. Breathe in deeply again through your nose. And out again through pursed lips. Slowly. Now, take a nice deep breath, thinking, I am perfect as I am. Breathe that in. Then release that breath slowly. Breathe in and think, I listen to my higher self for guidance. And release that breath slowly. Breathe in with a sense of knowing what is healthy and loving for you. And smile and release that breath slowly. Breathe in deep and slow, and feel in your heart that you are worthy of everything good and wonderful. And so let that out slowly. And smile and breathe in thinking, I am perfect. I am a perfect, unique spark of my Creator. And then release that. Breathe in with the deep sense of knowing that you love yourself more and more every day in every way. And smile. Bring a smile to your face. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers, your toes, and then very slowly open your eyes and start to come back to the room. Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you back, Maddie? I'm glad. Now it's time for our offering. As we prepare for our offerings to the home center, let's hold it in our hands and charge it up. Charge it up with the energy of alignment, generosity, and sacred intention. We know that we are a part of the greater circulation of good and that our gifts will multiply for the highest healing, growth, and service to us all and to our community. As the basket is coming around, please fill it with your blessings, and we thank you all for your generosity and for continuing to support our good works. I'd like to call Reverend Madge back to the podium. I know he's got a story.
That was a lovely message. Thank you. I'm going to just pull this thing up. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to share with you from this book called Angel Prayers. It's the sweetest little book. This lady that writes it, her name is Samara Angeli, I believe is how you say it. These prayers just kind of flow through her. She just channels them, and she says in here, she says it just comes so easily and naturally. And each page is a different angel message or prayer. And this particular one is the angel of praise. Yeah, so the angel of praise's message to all of us here is, you are a gift, beautiful from the inside out. You are here for a special reason. Know you are loved and you are love. Realize you are okay just the way you are right now. Open to the light of God and shine as a star of love. Well, that was perfect for your message, and it just happened to open to it. You know how that works. Yes. Be ready to experience praise in your life. When you express yourself as a child of God, goodwill results, and you can help make a difference in others' lives. Know this and seek the road where all creatures are equal. You are wonderful and needed today and every day. Accept praise with grace. That's a tough one sometimes, isn't it? Yes, I look in the mirror, and for years we are not sure whom we see. We question the reflection. As we work through our lessons and work through our way to finding explanations, we learn we are at one with God. We can have an abundance of riches inside and out if we allow our highest good to come into our lives. The first step of any growth, anywhere, anytime, is belief in yourself. When you love yourself, you are loving God's creation. I like that one. We are meant to be at one with God. We are meant to share in love and happiness. Open your heart and let the universal energy of love pour in. We're always so busy pouring out. I love that line. Pour in. Let it pour in. Yes. All right. So for our closing prayer, as we bring this message to a close, let us release any criticism, imperfections, fears, or unattainable expectations that might have been in our being. Our hearts are filled with gratitude, knowing that Spirit loves us just as we are, warts and all. We ask Spirit to help us to see ourselves as Spirit sees us, perfect, divine, and beautiful beings of light. And so it is. We close our broadcast today. Thank you so much for being with us for this day, from our hearts to yours. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Maddie.
You're welcome. This is amazing.